Hey y'all, good morning. It is Asia, the fumbling farmer out here. Um, Today is like a day after that whole Debbie done came through for the last like 3 days. It's been raining. We had a little bit of flood water in the yard and stuff. Here, I'll show you. Hold on. Like the ground is soggy, but you can really see it in the kids' sandbox is all filled with water. It's like a little pond right now. And I don't know if you can see, but it's like all soggy back there, and then parts back there are all waterlogged and stuff. So we are going to take a walk around, just look through the garden, see how things are going. I will start off with Nyla's garden over there in the back corner, and then go from there. Actually, you can see it, but there's like the zinnias were all standing up tall and everything, and they've all fallen over, or a lot of them have, but they were pretty while they were blooming. Anissa's garden is just a whole bunch of black-eyed Susans in there. I don't think anything else is really doing anything anymore, but that's okay. Those are pretty. And then over to our peppers, the daytill pepper plants are finally starting to put on flowers. They got these little delicate looking flowers. And there's some peppers coming through here. So some of those forming. These are, I think, poblanos here, so I can probably pick some of those soon. This pepper plant here, I was like fiddling with it because it's really thick, so it's hard to see like into the leaves if there's, oh, is that a whole nest? Oh, that's why. Okay, buddy, I'm gonna leave you alone. There's a wasp nest in there. Okay, because that sucker came out and stung the mess out of my leg the other day. So yeah, that was not fun. I haven't been stung by a bee in like decades. Anyway, this is Big Jim chili over here. It looks like something's kind of eating it because it has like these little eaten off things, but there's some chili peppers there, and I have some inside as well. And then these are all the jalapenos. They don't look exciting right now because I just went through and picked a whole bunch off, but apparently I missed some. But I picked off a whole bunch. Here, I'll put a picture of the basket. Yeah. So I just picked all of those off of the plants. I left some on that were still small, and then they are still making flowers and everything too. So that's going on. All right, my cucumbers had been there, but they were like done, so I pulled them out. But the big sun gold cherry tomato plant is just barreling over and growing down. So I'm just letting that do its thing. I mean, it has tons of little flowers everywhere, and I get little snacking tomatoes all the time off of this. Let's keep going. My tomatoes, I'm so over my tomatoes, y'all. They're starting to turn like this because of all the rain and stuff we had, so they got a little bit of blight going on. And I can come in here and trim that off and it'll be fine. It just looks a mess. And I definitely learned my lesson for next year when it comes to the supports, that I really have to get them in there strong. Like they have to be underneath the plant, because once the plants get big and they start getting tomatoes on it, they go crazy. So like this one is growing over, and then it bent over, and now it's growing back down again. These are my Brad's Atomic Grape tomatoes in here. They keep splitting, but they're doing their thing. Alice's Dream is just rough. No, this is apricot cherry. Apricot cherry. I've been lowering, hold on, where is it? Sorry to take you up and down. I've been lowering this thing. So every time I lower that thing, then the bottom stem just winds out and about. So I hope that's what it's supposed to look like. I don't know. But it's working, I guess. The other problem with Alice's Dream is that I think I got a caterpillar on it someplace and I couldn't find it. And I don't think it's there anymore, but you see all these eaten off stems here and up top, like it's just all bare of leaves and everything. That's like caterpillar. But I couldn't find poop and I couldn't find a caterpillar. I found a little black caterpillar on here. Is this another one? Yeah. You see that sucker right there? I don't know if y'all could see it. Hold on. Where are you, sir? Anyway, I found, here, let's see. Now see that? There we go. Oh no. Come on. There we go. Alright. This little guy on there. This is not the hornworm that I'm used to. I think this might be an army caterpillar or something. I don't know, but I usually just remove them. I don't like to kill them and squish them because eventually they become butterflies or moths or something that like becomes a pollinator. So I just kind of throw them away and wish them the best of luck. Anywho, this is my sorrel lay, and it's making some weird one. It gets like weird flower issues going on, and so then the tomatoes look really weird too. And this is not like anything other than like just the flower was really faciated and weird, and now the tomato is too. All right, that's that. That was the other one was Apricot Dream, not Alice's. I mean Apricot Zebra. This is Alice's Dream. Alice's Dream don't really look like it's doing nothing. It's just kind of chilling there. It is what it is. Big old crazy marigold. I got to come out here, and I usually just come through and deadhead these things. I just harvested a whole bunch of basil. A huge thing. Like this whole bush was really, really bushy, and this one was really bushy. I cut it back a lot. And so I went and pureed that with like some olive oil and some water. I don't know, don't ask me. And put them in ice cube trays so that if I want to use them sometime, I just pull out a cube and put it in my cooking. All right, I'm going to come through and just try to trim off all these branches here or leaves that have like this yellow dots and stuff on there, and just see if I can help the plant be a little bit happier. But this is the Sun Gold or Sunray tomato, the bright yellow tomatoes. All right, it looks like, I don't know what's going on here. This looks crazy. Something done fell over, fell out, fell up, fell down. What are you doing? All right, that's there. You're here. You're just bending over. This is what happens when like pruning gets out of control. Here's a nice little buddy. So all my tomatoes this year have this cracking on the top. I think it's just because of all the rain. You see that little cricket grasshopper thingy on the wood next to it? It's kind of like, I'm not here. You don't see me. Anyway, that's the Cherokee Purple. So that's pretty. I'll probably pick that when I come back inside again. There's a caterpillar someplace because I see poop on the leaves. So somewhere on here is a caterpillar. Anyway, more Brad's Atomic Grape tomatoes. And then over there is the Blue Indigo Cherry or something like that it's called. So, and this one's a crazy plant because it goes here and then it comes around here, and now it's actually grown across the whole tomato thing, and it's growing up the Brad's Atomic Cherry tomatoes over there too. So it's a little bit of a wild west in the tomato patch. All right, the rest over here is another 2 jalapeno plants. And again, I harvested a whole bunch off of this plant. I got like 8, 9, 10 off of these 2 plants right here. Maybe even more than that. And then they still have the little babies that I just left because they weren't done developing yet. My chamomile has seen better days. It's seen better days. My mystery plant is like thriving. Of course it is. The thing, I don't know what it is. Like, let's have that do the best in the whole garden. My goji died. I think it just got too much water with all the rain. My feverfew blossomed, and then I trimmed it off, and it looks like it's trying to like put some more blossoms out. So that's cool. My corn patch, this corn patch was a disaster. It didn't do anything at all, and I think the other one's going to be a disaster too. So I don't know what I didn't do right, but I didn't do it right at all. So that's that. My eggplants have some more little buddies forming on them with a whole bunch of flowers there. So that's one eggplant there. A whole bunch of flowers. The marigolds are doing good. The bees love the marigolds. And then here's my other eggplant. I have one forming here, And then a whole bunch of other just flowers. Oh, another one forming there. Another one forming back there. You know what's crazy is I don't even like eggplants. Them things just be growing for me. How come the things I don't like are the things that grow for me? All right. I also harvested some of the basil out of here. I cut those back. There is like a zucchini growing in here. And some more growing over here. And one growing back there in the basil, but it looks really sad. I have to go investigate. Oh, look at my lemon balm, y'all. She's looking pretty. Hi, honey. I think I might try to come through and harvest these and dry the leaves on my little drying rack thing. I have some mint on there now that's really ready to be taken down. All right, and then also in here, this crazy looking bed is, I had done some Brussels sprouts, but they are actually not, they don't look like the Brussels are sprouting. But there are eggplants in here. And then there's pepper plants. So I have like the Pippin Golden Honey Pepper. You see all those purple peppers on there? These are the purple peppers that Peter Piper picked. So tons of purple peppers on there. And then this poor baby right here. Maybe I should pick this guy soon. It's like on the ground because of the weight. But this is the, these are bell peppers on here. So, oh, one bell pepper done fell off. Come here, honey. Are you okay? I mean, are you whole? Yeah, got a little dirt on it. That's a cute little guy. All right. And then tons more purple peppers here. So growing on that plant. And this is okra. So we got a couple okra plants in there. And there's also, y'all don't judge me, a couple bean plants in here too. I just put everything together. I didn't know what to do with this bed. So I just put everything. So there's some more okra plants back there. Some more eggplant plants back there. And there's also, hold on, I'm going to get over there. Look at this, a mess. I got to empty that out so that the mosquitoes don't think it's their maternity ward. Okay, come on, don't sting me anything, please. I'm just walking through. I'm sorry. I saw a buddy down here. Where are you, honey? I got a little buddy growing there, a little squash guy. So I might get another round of squashes. I never really got off the ground with the first one. This is Thai basil right here. It's a different kind of Thai basil than what I got in the small pot over there, but it still smells scrumptious. Look at that lemon balm. Hey, boo. Okay. So again, lots of eggplants and peppers over there. I dug up the potatoes. Did I tell y'all that in the last video? I can't remember. I think I did. These here are these freaking green beans. I mean, red beans. They're supposed to be red runner beans. And they make like the prettiest little flower bundles. But then they never... Ooh, dragonfly. Hi, buddy. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for visiting. Anywho, they make these pretty little flower bunches. And then I don't know what happens. They never turn into beans. Like, they never get beaned. They just shrivel up and fall off. So I also planted some other, just like a regular lake bush bean, climbing bean here, hopefully. And then I planted beans growing up the corn too. And like I said, this corn isn't really doing anything other than being kind of a growing place for the green beans. So it is what it is. Let's go get some under the arch. I gotta duck down because this buddy's growing down. Okay. Oh, that was a sweet little moment. All right, here I have my amaranth. Again, like Debbie came through and is being a hater. But that's pretty. She doing her thing. Can you lean up, honey, or are you just gonna fall down? You tired? You tired. I get it, baby. My mint is growing out of control. I need to come and cut it back some. And then the oregano is over there. All right, I'm going to try to step over you, honey, okay? Oh, Lordy. Okay, this is also a very random bed. These are garlic chives growing in here. And then I got some green beans right there. And then this right here is my pumpkin. It goes like this. Ooh, and across that bed. And then behind there. And then over there. And now it stops over there. So there's that. Look at this amaranth. It's supposed to be like a grain too, but I was looking at some lady process it and I'm like, oh, that's a lot of work. So we'll see what happens. In here, I have some more squash plants that I had planted, and then this really big one that it's split open, and I guess I'm letting it go to seed is what I'm doing, I guess. And then I have more green beans planted there, and then the row of carrots. In this bed, there's also, what are you? You so random. Like, why would you do that? Why would you just grow? You see that buddy growing there. Ouch. And you got spines on you too. Oh, if I pull you up, I'm going to pull everybody up. Nah. All right, you just got to get the taproot on these suckers. Okay, I'm going to pick my pepper up again. Come on, buddy. You on this journey with me now. Okay, I got more green beans over here. I got some Swiss chard and more green beans with the little flowers on it, and that's green beans too. And then more squash plants there. And then the Malabar spinach is just growing like crazy. I had that trellis, and it just, in the storm and everything, it got knocked over. But the stuff, it's still growing up. And look how it's covering the whole thing. I guess I need to eat green some more because, ow, I think I poked my finger, y'all. Ow. I think I got maybe a little thorn in there. Anywho, but that's growing like crazy. I should pick it, but here we are. Okay. So, but I don't like, I don't know. I just don't like my garden right now. It is what it is. Let's see if I could step over here. And this bed also is driving me crazy. Like, the two accidental tomato plants, one of them is done for. The other one is really getting yellow and everything. And it looks like it was growing up the trellis. It looks like it got knocked down a little bit in the storm. So that's that. These squash plants didn't have a chance. My cucumbers are after all the rain and stuff is when all, like, Lord, what you call it? Anyway, all the funguses and stuff like that be coming up. And so all that is getting messed up. And not the fact that I got bugs in here too that are spreading disease around. So up top looks nice and healthy, but then down here looks bleh. So I might come through and try to spray some, cut these leaves off, spray some copper fungicide, and just see what happens. All right, let's keep going. This is my anise hyssop and the bees. Look at that bee. He got a big old pollen bundles on his leg. Baby, it's time to go back to your beehive and deposit that. I think you good. This is the bee equivalent of trying to carry 10 grocery bags in one trip. All right, over here, I have another squash plant. This one looking kind of rough. I don't know if something got to it or if it's just the whole lots of rain and fungus thing. So there's the anise hyssop. The bugs and everything loves that. And I found a goldfinch on my plant out front. Here, I'll put a picture of that up here. Isn't that sweet? Look at it. But anywho, so the bees love this. The hummingbirds love this plant. So I definitely think this is something I want to keep coming along. All right, and then here's more peppers. It's definitely the season of the peppers right now because they're everywhere. Ooh, that's a decent sized bell pepper right there. Poor little baby. Look at the little tank plant and carrying that heavy baby. That's like a 9-month pregnant mama. Looking like she about done. All right, and then there's another squash plant over here. So I'm hoping that like a lot of these squash plants that I planted later on will actually do something with their lives. But we'll see, you know, you never know. All right, this is a lemon cucumber plant. It's the only one that's made it. And again, the bottom has all like the stuff on it. The top looks a little bit better, but you can also see the bugs been coming through and chomping on the stems and everything. So this one might not make it either. And I haven't gotten a single thing off of it. So it is what it is. My cucumbers that I planted over there did really, really well. So that might be a cucumber spot, might be over there. And then here's my tomatoes. So the story with these tomatoes is that I had extra tomato plants and I couldn't bear to throw them out. So they just sat there looking a mess. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to get some more. So I bought these little, I think they're 7-gallon things. So I got 12. It was 12 for, no, maybe I'm lying. 6 for $12 or something, which I'm like, that's not bad. $2 each. So I got those, and I planted the tomatoes in there just on the other side of the trellis. And the trellis is going to be hopefully what supports them. And they're growing up. They're looking okay. Some of them I need to come and trim this mess off of those. But they're getting there, doing their thing. And I'm hoping by the time those are like completely done, then these will be doing something and carry me through to the fall. And these little things, they were here when we moved here to this house, but don't know what they are. And I've seen them other places before, but they're blooming. It's a whole moment. It's pretty. All right. Anywho, so I guess that's that. So here's kind of an overview of my little space. The dragonflies are out here. The bees are out here. So that's that, y'all. Oh, let's take a walk up onto the porch. I gotta watch where I'm walking because there's like, my feet are going sklunk, sklunk. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Up the stairs. We're gonna go. Let's see what we got going on here. Let me turn y'all around. Okay. So these are weeds. I had tried replanting parsley in there. It didn't come up. I had put heal all seeds in there. I don't know if that's what that is though. So we'll see. This is something. It's either stevia or marjoram. I don't think it's stevia. I think it is marjoram. The strawberries are just strawberrying. This is orange yellow thyme. Oh, it does have kind of a citrusy scent to it. Yum. All right, this is my little, okay, there's a spider web here. When I walk out on the porch, I gotta do the, oh, hey, you got a little blossom on you. Congratulations. So, my hibiscus. Oh, you got lots of little buddies. This one and this one. Yay, good job, honey. All right, this was a cilantro plant, but then I realized if I try to pull it out, the roots are so like, oh, there we go. Never mind. So, I pulled it out. It was a cilantro plant. When I first tried, the roots were all deep in there. Okay. And that's just thyme. A whole bunch of thyme. Got nothing but thyme on my hands. Thyme on my hands. Okay. We're going to let Mary sing the rest of that song. This was mint. It got put in a pot. Wasn't too happy. I don't know what that is, but I'm just letting it do its thing. Ow, the thorn in my finger is bothering me. Okay, this is my little lychee tree, y'all. It's doing so good out here. It's just happy, living its best life. I think when I first put it out there, it had just put out these 2 leaves. And I know that because they were a little bit malformed, and I was like, oh, my baby needs love, right? And so since then, all that growth from here, everything else is new growth out here this summer. And I think for a tree, that's pretty good. It's still doing this thing where it's getting the brown on the leaves, but I don't know what that means. It is what it is. Okay, over here, I got some ginger and a random eggplant. Listen, don't judge me, okay? The eggplants just grew. But I got some ginger growing in here that I just planted from some ginger that had sprouted in my house from the grocery store. And this is a random sweet potato plant. I think it's ornamental though. It's not like a, one of my students' parents, former students' parents gave it to me, and it's a beautiful plant. And it keeps like, it's really helpful for me because it'll wilt over. It's like a peace lily. It'll wilt over and I'll be like, oh Lord, let me water it real quick. And then I'll water it and then it'll bush back up again. So thank goodness. I need plants like that let me know, hey, something ain't right. Come fix me. But they ain't dead yet. Okay. And then here's my lemon tree. Y'all, I don't know how we gonna fit this in our house in the winter time. I don't know if my husband's thought about that yet. But I was just look out the window at it. I'm like, this behemoth of a lemon tree. It's like an official tree. And I don't know how we're going to fit it in our house, honestly. Anyway, but this got little buds going on it too. So that's exciting. This is the only leaves though that I see with buds. I don't think, oh, there's a little buddy there. Get it? Little buddy. Anywho, I'm getting ready to go back to school, y'all. I got to get my jokes right so I can entertain these children and trick them into learning. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right, there's also like this huge spider. I don't see it now, but there's like this huge spider that hangs out in our window. It builds like a huge web that covers the whole door. And usually it's somewhere hanging out, but I don't see her today. Here, I'll post a picture of her. I took one. See, isn't she pretty? Okay. And this is the aloe plant that won't give up. It's been through so much, y'all. Ooh, that thorn on my finger is bothering me. All right, I'm gonna try to walk down steps and talk at the same time. I'm doing it. Okay, so I think that is all I got for you. I have to come out and pick more peppers, but I have to process the jalapenos before I'm gonna make cowboy candy, or candied jalapenos, I guess. I like saying cowboy candy because that sounds better. So I'm going to try to make that today. I'm going to pop the basil cubes out and put them in a baggie. I already have some diced tomatoes that I just diced them up and put them in a freezer bag and put them in the freezer. So I'm trying to get stuff processed. That was one of my goals this summer with the garden, is to try to get things processed that we can use over the winter kind of thing too. And I'm not doing great, I ain't gonna lie. I have like one bag of tomatoes, I have one tray of basil cubes, and if there's a food shortage, that would not get us very far. But I'm trying. So anywho, let me go sklonk across this muddy yard. I'm gonna go inside and pick this thorn out my fingers, and then I'm going to I gotta fold laundry, and then after I fold laundry, then I'll do the candied stuff. Thank you for walking with me through my garden, y'all, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, and happy gardening, y'all.